is so important as we team up with UA3 and my friends in the Chinese community. I cannot say enough. This is how we give back as New Yorkers. Oftentimes people say a tale of two cities, but I want to talk about the tale of one city, and that's all of us coming together. A healthy way of ensuring how do we move forward together. Thank you very much.
Today we brought UA3 the best of food to the toughest of neighborhoods that need it the most. And it's following by example of Eric Adams. So he's the right one. You need to get off your medicine. You need to get a better diet. You need to be healthy. He's a perfect example of that. And we're going to do more in Brooklyn. We're going to do more in New York City.
Village Care Max is outside, the Brooklyn Census, Local 1199, NYPD 73 Precinct and PSA 2, thank you so much for all you've done with us. Collective Fair, the Brownsville Culinary Institute, Men Elevating Leadership, Danny Gadine, I can't thank you enough. This man was out here yesterday preparing the park. He was preparing the park for us. Chris Legree and his team, Mastermind Connect, they're out here. They're actually back to the boxes, okay? The Doral Health and Wellness Center. And last but not least, and of course, and you all know I've driven you crazy the last 2 weeks, our Brooklyn Borough Hall team. So, I know. So without further ado, I'm just going to let the BP speak first.
It is the indicator. If we make sure Brownsville receive all of their resources, then the entire city will prosper. That is why I cannot thank our councilwoman, Alika Samuels, and the amazing assemblywoman that no matter where she goes, Assemblywoman Walker makes sure people know that Brownsville must receive the resources that they deserve. That's the partnership we have on the ground here. And I think it's important to look at this group of people that's here, because you hear so much about what we don't like that we don't lift up the things we do like. When I knocked on doors to hand out PPEs to families here, you know where those PPEs came from? It came from Winnie Greco and all of our Chinese organizations in this city. Over 200,000 masks. They said that we're not going to allow people of this borough and this city to be ignored, and they found the resources to get those PPE here. Then we gave out over 90,000 meals we cook with a partnership with the Pakistani community. They went from neighborhood to neighborhood on food trucks, cooking the meals, handing them out. People sometimes don't recognize how communities are coming together during this difficult time. Listen, we are in this together. We need to be clear on that. Everything from the Lions to the crisis management teams to our health professionals to all of these tables that are here to UA3, we are in this together. And there's no more important partner in this than the law enforcement community. That is so important. I'm so happy to have Inspector Anderson here in the 7-3. A Niger born and raised, did not say ship me somewhere else. He said bring me back to my community so I can play a role in ensuring that my community is safe. This is the face of future leadership in the NYPD. Brownsville born, Brownsville raised, Brownsville protecting the community and residents. Every gunshot he hears, he's not thinking about a stat. He's thinking about the possibility that someone that's his neighbor, family member, loved one is the victim. That is the type of leadership we need. This is the face of the future of law enforcement in this city. We want someone to open up new chains that's going to break the chains of diabetes, of heart disease, of asthma, of hypertension. And so when you have a brother like Brooklyn Blend coming in and doing this, we want to replace those unhealthy locations with healthy locations. That's why we're out here today, show that we want to be counted. We should lead the entire city. Brooklyn is the largest borough. There's no reason we are the least counted. So let's get everyone we know to fill out the census form. So again, Lori, amazing job. Thanks all the teams for coming out, being a part of this. And I want to now turn it over to our amazing Assemblywoman, who is just the leader here in the Brownsville's community, Assemblywoman Latrice Walker.
Then as we all know, we start resorting to measures that makes no one happy. So when one person is not happy, no one is happy. When one person is hurting, we recognize that hurt people do what? Hurt other people. And so we are trying our best across this city and across the state to stop the job hemorrhaging and to make sure that all of our communities and all of our families are adequately taken care of. I want to acknowledge the borough president for recognizing how important food justice and food security is, and also recognizing how important in how it relates to our health care. I am Assembly Member Latrice Walker. My sister, Council Member Alika Ampry Samuel, is always right next to me. You don't see her now, but of course, she is my right hand, my ace boom cool, my double dutch partner, and so she's always with me, even though you don't see her. So God bless each and every one of you.
Another important partner here in the borough. I'm just happy that we team up together. My great friend, Randy Pierce from the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce. Randy.
We are here today to support that mission. We are here today to stand in solidarity with the borough president, with the Brownsville community. We're here with some of our partners like National Grid. My good friend and board member, Renee McClure, is here. And we're also here with the chamber team right there in that corner, giving out packets of PPE with a twist. These are family packets because they have things for kids in there, and they are compliments of friends from Seoul, Korea, who believe in partnership, like the borough president talks about, who believe that partnership extends overseas, and who wants to be part of the solution as we fight COVID and this deadly disease. So it is my honor and my privilege to be here today, and to the people of Brownsville for welcoming the chamber, and we're here to support our small businesses. Thank you so much.
Their presence is felt and being there on a community end and at the leader of that, advocating for communities for so many years, as long as I can remember, my good friend Renee from National Grid. Renee, come up and say a few words.
I just want to say on behalf of National Grid, thank you, Borough President, Brooklyn Chamber, UA3, for the opportunity to be here today and for a worthy cause. This is what it's all about. It's about giving back to the community and making a difference. And we do for the company, but we also understand the importance of giving back, and that's why we're here today. You'll also see it at some of the other events that are going to be happening, but on behalf of the company, on behalf of our employees, we don't know who is hungry, but we know there is a need. We don't know if some of our employees may be having some concerns. We don't know. But we do know we can make a difference because we do know our employees on the front line making a difference in the midst of everything that's going on. So we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you again to the Borough President, to the Chamber, to UA3 for thinking about being a part of this. We really appreciate the opportunity to be here, and we still have more to do, and we're in this all together. Thank you.
And this is not our first journey together. I saved them for the last because they are just amazing. UA3, Don, Winnie from our office. Winnie has not taken a day off since COVID started. You know, she was marching in Black Lives Matter, and you know, she's just been amazing. But we have been feeding people all over this city because of UA3. An amazing organization. We fed thousands of people in Sunset Park, thousands of people in Queens, Manhattan, Brownsville. They're just going beyond their comfort zone, entering communities, creating these partnerships to get us through this moment. And so, Don, on behalf of all of us here in Brownsville, we want to thank you so much for what you're doing. Come on up and say a few words, Don, on behalf of UA3.
When I met Borough President Eric Adams maybe 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I learned a big education. And we went into COVID to buy food and make sure we got food for New York City, Brooklyn. The answer is we turned down the chicken nuggets. We turned down the processed food because I learned a valuable lesson. Brooklyn, it begins at the youngest of age. You have to go to the youngest of mothers. You have to start with the right diet, food base. He's an amazing example of what it takes to change your life around. If you're on medication, you have high blood pressure, you should follow the sample, you should follow the lifestyle of our borough president. And that is why we got today 54,000 pounds of vegetables, every kind of apples, fruits, oranges, lettuce, you name it, is here, and it's farmer fresh. This stuff was picked off the farm within the last 2 days. It's better than what you get in the supermarkets. And we're doing it because I'm following a great leader, our leader, Eric Adams. Thank you so much.